Johannesburg police are on the scene following yet another violent protest by Wits University students outside the main campus.
A police car was set on fire just opposite the Holy Trinity Church in Braamfontein. A fire engine was stoned while firefighters were trying to put the fire out. Students also flung stones at police. Protesters have also torched a Rea Vaya bus opposite the Johannesburg theatre. More police have been deployed to the area. Wits students have been protesting for over a month, demanding free quality education.
Now, SABC News reporter Chriselle Deleuze is on the scene in Braamfontein and joins us now live. Thank you very much for joining us, Chriselle. Now, it's been another intense day of protest. What's the latest right now?
Well, Tabile and Lulu, police are still on scene here at where this Rea Vaya bus was set on fire this evening. The firefighters have already left, but it took them about 15 minutes to put out that blaze. More police reinforcement has been brought in here to Braamfontein as the situation still remains very volatile. There's really no telling what will happen this evening. Of course, we saw that police vehicle first being set on fire, and now here just opposite the State Theatre, as you indicated, the Johannesburg Theatre, that Rea Vaya bus has also been set on fire. Now, what we understand had taken place was that there were passengers inside the Rea Vaya bus, and once those perpetrators moved towards the bus, they instructed the passengers to get out. They ran around in a panic, and that's when the bus was set on fire. There's absolutely no indication at this point as to who is responsible for the two incidents of arson here in Braamfontein this evening, but police certainly have condemned the actions here. What all started off this afternoon as a protest by Wits University students when they moved from the campus onto the streets of Braamfontein, and we cannot say at this point whether there were criminal elements that perhaps had taken over the protest itself and torched this bus and this police vehicle. Police certainly will be able to give us a bit more details as they continue with their investigations. What we also witnessed a bit earlier on was when we saw some of the passing vehicles also being pelted with stones by protesting Wits University students, and then that situation got out of hand at this point. More police reinforcement has been brought in, and we understand that they will be monitoring the situation in this area throughout the evening. This entire area here next to me has been cordoned off, and a lot of the traffic that's supposed to be passing here is now being redirected to other areas around Braamfontein. Let's join now the police spokesperson, Kay Makubela, to give us the latest on what the expectation is here in Braamfontein. Dr. Makubela, thank you very much for your time this evening. First of all, some clarity at all on whether students were behind these arson?
Well, at the moment it's not clear who is busy torturing the cars around Braamfontein. But we had open cases of malicious damage to property, and we are happy because we've got video footage which is indicating and showing those perpetrators, and we believe that with the information we are following, those suspects will be arrested.
At this stage, it seems to be a strategy that has sort of changed. We are not seeing the scenes of violence during the course of the day that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. We've seen now a number of incidents in Braamfontein over the past few weeks at night. What is the police's step moving forward? Do you plan to police this area throughout the course of this evening and perhaps bring in more police as we've seen these incidents take place in different areas around Braamfontein?
As you see, the provincial commissioner is here, and we are reinforcing the members around the area, and we will make sure that people who are living in this area are safe by making sure that we restore law and order. And we will continue monitoring and patrolling the area. Those who are found involved in the criminal activities, they must know that they will face the mighty law of this country.
But that certainly seems to be very difficult to police at this stage because you've got incidents in different areas. We first saw the police vehicle that was torched, now in a different area, a Rea Vaya bus. Is there any clarity also? We have information that there were passengers inside this bus. Any clarity perhaps from you as law enforcement about exactly what took place here?
We are on top of it. As I've indicated, we have got a video footage of the perpetrators who were involved in this, and we are following the lead, and we believe sooner or later those suspects will be brought to book.
All right. How difficult then is it going to be to police this area? Because the first incident that took place, we saw the police vehicle. This is another area as well, and police arrived only after this Rea Vaya bus had been set on fire.
We have deployed our members around the area, and then we will be gathering more information, and we still believe that there are those community members who are still the law-binding citizens of this country, who will still give us the information. So we are on top of everything which is happening here, and we believe those suspects, as I've indicated, they will be arrested sooner.
But how difficult is it going to be to police this area? Because these are sporadic incidents in different areas of Braamfontein. We understand that there are different groups that are moving to different locations, and obviously you cannot deploy police to every single part of Braamfontein and the Johannesburg CBD.
As I'm saying, we are going to deploy, and we already deployed our intelligence around the area, and we will make sure that those people who are involved in criminal activities, they are tracked and being arrested.
All right, I'm sure you'll give us another update a bit later on there. K. Makubele from the Gauteng police there saying that they do have a video footage of these incidents that have taken place here in Braamfontein. They'll be closely looking at that to try and find who the perpetrators are. Very difficult to say at this point, Lulu and Tabile, who exactly these perpetrators are, because this started as a protest by Wits University students who had moved from the campus onto the Braamfontein streets. And what we've seen over the past couple of weeks is a sort of hijacking of this Fees Must Fall and call for free education by some criminal elements in the Braamfontein CBD. So would really obviously keep very close watch on the police and exactly what they find as they continue with their investigations. But the situation extremely tense here in Braamfontein. Very importantly also, I think to mention there is the area where I'm standing, Tabile and Lulu, is very close to student accommodation as well. You'd know that Braamfontein is the hub of tertiary activity here in Johannesburg. We've got your University of Johannesburg, Wits University as well, and a number of other private institutions that are in this area. So it's really surrounded by student accommodation, and we saw them watch in awe as this bus here behind me was being set on fire. Many of them are not willing to speak to the media at this point, of course, but we'll certainly keep you updated as to what the situation remains here in Braamfontein. As police say, they'll be deploying more police to this area. We do know that the provincial commissioner is also in this area as well to come and assess what has taken place and perhaps find a way forward and how police plan to bring the situation under control here.
We'll have to leave it there, Crisalda. Thank you very much. We'll be crossing to you as and when that story develops. That was our reporter Crisalda Lewis bringing us up to date with developments as they unfold in Braamfontein. Well, let's start.